Hello, hi everybody. Just thought I'd have a seat here and maybe talk about a few things I've been thinking about. Have a little cup of coffee. While I do it, play around with this machine, this computer system. Got my spiderweb black hole shirt on for your enjoyment. This is not really going like that. I'm gonna put this. I've got the one light on because it makes it look a little more natural, maybe. But I want to see what it would be like if I turned that off. Because I really, a little different, maybe. I don't know. This thing keeps moving. But I don't know. I woke up this morning. It's got like a weird, unnatural look to it, I guess. But maybe I should get some makeup. But I wanted to do a little short video here, maybe, hopefully. Found this mug at a thrift store. I forget which one. Sorry. McKee Springs. I looked it up on, and it looks like a really cool place to visit. Look it up. I'd like to go there someday. Petroglyphs. I saw this one video the other day. It was I guess it was UAP. That's another thing I wanted to correct it. I definitely saw the mud flood video, or I don't know if it was mud flood exactly, but UAP did this video, and they were talking about this expo in San Francisco, 1915. That I said it was somebody else. John Levy, but it was UAP. Guy does a great job pointing out some things that no one's necessarily, or a lot of people are not aware of, possibilities. But what I really wanted to talk about here was that I wanted to keep doing videos instead of not doing any videos. I think perhaps that was the purpose of all the bashing that I have been getting on the comments on the one video by different guys saying, things about how I'm like, stupid or whatever. I don't think they actually used the word stupid, but a bunch of things that they said. And so I was like gonna stop doing videos. But I'm not gonna do that. Because I had planned to do months of these, at least a couple a day, up to 10, maybe more or less, who knows, whatever. Some are short, some are longer. This one's bound to be longer than you might want to watch, but that's okay, I'm just practicing here, really. Practicing for something. Just working on my my camera presence. But that was another thing that I wanted to touch on, which was I was watching Hacking the Headlines, and somebody told me, somebody on one of the videos said what her name was, but I still don't know for sure. But anyway, she had a video yesterday, and she was talking about opening up your third eye and how it would be dangerous. And so I've had this feeling in my head for a while, but I thought it was related to the Lyme disease that I had at least 3 times in the past. Recently, I thought maybe I had it again, but I'm not really sure. So. Anyway, I was thinking that maybe I opened this eye because the dreams I had this morning were really disturbing, described in the same way that she said that people would have dreams, and herself, she also had dreams similar, and that was at least it was like this at the very end, or right before I woke up, there was this frightening kind of troll-like woman being who kind of scared me. I don't know, I wasn't really overly scared, but it definitely woke me up. And she was like, hello, hello, and it was weird voices. And so I was telling this to Christine, and she kind of was saying that maybe this is just coming about from suggestions that I'm getting from these different videos that I'm seeing. Definitely possible. I had this weird dream that I was at Wendy's, just sitting at Wendy's in the morning, and 2 friends morphed into one guy, and they were like at the window. It was just really strange. And there was, as a lot of these kind of dreams that I have, a lot more to it that it's not really there. I'm not recalling it. So I guess it could be beings, evil beings that are trying to possess me or whatever. I know a lot of people have trouble, and people do have a lot of difficulties with this kind of stuff. So I wanted to talk about some other things. Heck, if I can remember what they are now that I'm on camera, even though there's nobody here, I'm still all by myself. But it's like, I don't know, I get to this point and I was thinking about these different things, and then they go away and I can't think about them. Can't think of them. I should write down my heading so I could at least get that, like if I had just a word to spark my brain, and I could get into it. I have been in some accidents over the years. Hit my head a few times. Maybe I have a bit of brain damage, who knows. Regardless, I have a thoughtful mind, and I think about a lot of stuff, and I like to read, and I like to play guitar, work on instruments, maybe a little piano, as you've seen, and or you haven't, because I really don't have a viewership, and I'm a little afraid of getting one, so I'm kind of just working a lot, but working slow. Not really cultivating my audience yet. Maybe I will. Takes time. What else? Well, maybe I will make this just a quick one. I mean, as long as, really the goal is just to get some videos in each day. And I probably got in, this will be 2. I got that other one in. And now I've got this one in. And, really that's the goal right now. Maybe, make some more, thoughtful, more, complicated, or more, thought through videos in the future, but right now I'm just trying to make the videos and get them up there. Do some practice. Repeat myself when under stress. King Crimson, one of my favorite bands, one of my thousands of favorite bands. And maybe you want to look at some books, or I should probably do some live streams, because then maybe I get a couple people tuning in, and then I could get some suggestions from people. Maybe that'll be a good way to make them. I think I'll do that soon, maybe. But for now, I'm still doing the it goes over the top. Still doing the freeform ish mishmah. Well, I noticed over here I had some books. I got the Hockney Pictures book, but is a book here that I picked up at the library. Like, I pick up a lot of my books, like I've suggested before, but it's the 9/11 Commission Report, and it's some information in here, I think, and it's something I have not read and something I haven't really looked into, but there's been a lot of people talking about how it is an inside job, big time, and the major news sources are poo-pooing that idea big time, and so, you know, like anything else, it's probably going to go down in the books, the history books, as being what they say it is. Oh boy, it's really starting to get serious. Let's see about this kind of stuff. I don't want to shy away from it all, but now here's a book here, The Good Earth, Pearl S. Buck. She's a beautiful writer, and she was apparently a beautiful woman, and I've been up to her house where she lived, and it's an amazing place. I would recommend it. It's right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and Bob Dylan mentioned her in his speech that he did for the big prize that he won last year, was, I think. Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh boy, it's not a hard time. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I was just watching Owen Benjamin, which he's big time. He's a big comedian. I've been thinking about doing some comedy, but I don't really have any jokes. I do have one impression that I've been working on, and it is of. Let's see if you can guess who it is. Well, it's not that good, but just to let you know that it's Elon Musk. He does that a lot. But anyway, I'm not really a comedian. I'm just a guy. I'm an artist, mostly. I like to do art. And I've been doing art. I'll probably do art for the rest of my life. Why wouldn't one, if one were to choose to do such a thing? I got some talent. It's still a little latent, maybe. Just talk about yourself. Talk about what you know. What do I know? I don't even know if I know myself. having some coffee. I've had some people, a few, not too many, but some people that I've known who think I'm hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And so they might not think this is hilarious. I don't know. But they always thought I was pretty hilarious. So maybe I am hilarious. There's a comedy club over here. Maybe I'll get my teeth whitened and then head over, do some comedy. Just stand up on stage. What if I just did this for a while? You think people would laugh? Andy Kaufman made it work. Okay, what else? I used to know some Steve Martin jokes. I could do them maybe sometimes. I don't know. You ever any comedians just do the exact same jokes as other comedians and just outright just say this is another person's joke and I'm gonna do it. You could do that, I guess. It's infringement, I guess. So. Maybe I could check out this, I got a comment. Can you see me still? I hope so. I got a comment, yep. There it is. I got a comment coming in, so probably somebody bashing me. No, I premiered my bashing me Flat Earth Inquiry drawings review video. It just came up. It just came up. And it was about this guy, Martin, that was bashing me. So it is what happened, and I was just talking about that, but showing my drawings. And if you get over to it, cool. Otherwise, nothing going on here really. Nothing going on here. I wanted to make this video for you. Let's see, that's 17 minutes. I think it was like about maybe 8 or 9 minutes. It's about 17 minutes. So, good practice for you, for me, for today. Speaking of practice, maybe I'll just pick up the guitar and do a little bit of some stuff, some sounds for you. Would you like that? I mean, if you go away, that's fine. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna just do that because this is what it is. I got this cool Washburn Lion. Really don't remember exactly where I got this. I think I got it at a yard sale, but all of a sudden it was like here and I forgot where I got it. Weird stuff. My friend Charles used to have a Washburn, a nice guitar. I used to have a cool guitar that he had that I bought from him, and then like I gave it away. I gave it away to the woman who won the poetry prize for Bucks County recently. She was a good friend, and she was Christine's really good friend, and a good friend of mine, I thought. But something happened. We self-destructed over there. I asked for the guitar back because I had broke my other guitar, my acoustic. I don't know if you can hear that, because this is just electric that I don't plug in. One day I'll probably plug it in. So wait for that. But so she won that prize recently. So I was saying, I just commented on the thing, but I'm a true artist, and it can't really be denied much longer. And people that have been associated with me and are artists would also be true artists in themselves, and so that's a fact. It's basically a fact. So anybody who I have interacted with in an artful way, get ready, because one day or another you will be known as a true artist, is what I'm saying, if I were inclined to think in such ways. Can you hear this? I use this with the 5 strings. I've had it with the 5 strings for a while, so it might sound a lot better if I change these strings, but I don't do that. I just leave them on here. Some people like it that way, I've noticed too. You know, I don't really perform yet. I've had a few performances, little performances in apartments. That's about it, never really on a stage. Maybe one day. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. Make that funny thing with my mouth when I start to think about singing. So I don't know what that means. I don't have any training in that area. I don't have any training. I took a guitar lesson when I was about 16. I might have took 2 guitar lessons, and it just wasn't for me. He was going to teach me a Tom Petty song, which at the time I wasn't really into Tom Petty when I was 16, but I wish I had learned it, because probably know some songs by now. I don't really know any songs except the ones I write sometimes. But I like to just do some freeform work too, and sometimes I'll do a song that I make up on the spot. Are you crying? Oh shoot! I like to do this. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I hope that some people enjoy it. Also, I mean, I could just keep these for later, you know, like look back on them and say, hey, wow, look at this, what I did. Looks like somebody's moving into the neighborhood. There's a truck rental going down there, going down the street. They're moving into the neighborhood. Should I bake 'em pie? Take it over there. Maybe later I'll make some cookies or some jam, and then I'll jam. This stuff just kind of, I like to just let it out. Just let it out. I could make some cool like tracks and put them on some CDs, sell them. And I give myself and then I give myself some pieces of paper with the all-seeing eye on the top of the pyramid. And then I'll bring them out into the world and give them out to everybody who knows just what they're worth. I can hear you out there saying what a worthless person I am. It's probably because you feel worthless too. I hope you're having a good day anyway. And maybe soon we will be friends. You can take the time to bash me and my ideas. You can do it every day for a year, and I will cry deep tears of pain, but I will go on living in a way for as long as I can. I see the mattress going up the driveway. Didn't even know those people were getting out before they come. Somebody's moving in. Close my mouth and I don't say nothing else. Alright, I think that's it. I could maybe edit that stuff together, make a bigger song. Don't do this, do that. I don't know. Thanks a lot, everybody. This looks pretty natural, right? Natural. This is just the sun. Well, it's a cloudy day out there. I know you're like, he's gonna get off, right? But is he? He's gonna keep talking. I found myself out in public and like I see people, I meet people, and I can't. I like start talking like crazy. Like it's weird because I've just been doing a lot of talking on the videos, and then I get out there and I start talking, but it sort of sounds like this, pretty here and there. But if anybody gets through the end of this, who's your favorite artist? I want to know. You have any favorite artists? I have a lot. A lot of favorite artists. I was watching the Christie's auction yesterday. This was from a month ago. And I thought, well, I think this Giacometti Diego, I think I might have talked about this, but anyhow, this Diego, which is his brother, bust, would go for about $1 million, I thought. And I thought, well, if I was into that, I would probably bid up to about $1 million. So I'd probably stop it at $1 million. For myself, if I was one of those people on the other side of the phone. And it went for $1 million. And what's the next, almost possible lowest number you could get past that? 50,000. It went from $1,050,000. So called that one. Think I got some talent. They say that artists usually don't get into auctions, but I mean, look at Damien Hirst. I was thinking the same thing. It's funny. It's actually kind of funny. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people thought of this, but it was kind of funny. But years ago, I thought, well, I could just sell my however they say it, French term, I believe, and it's a body of work, and I could just sell it for like $1 million and then retire or whatever. Yeah, type of thing. And so it's getting more valuable, this body of work that I've got here. Some of it does have a childlike character to it, though some of it not as much, a little more refined, if you will. So give me a buzz, give me a ringy-dingy-dingy, give me a little ringy-dingy, give me a, text me or shoot over a message if you're interested in any of the work. You have to look at some other videos. I've presented a lot of the work in some previous videos. So any of that, some say you look stupid if you say But I've noticed with the Boston Museum talks and Yale, they're pretty good at it. They don't do a lot of that kind of thing, but you will see it. It seems pretty much inevitable, unless you really concentrate real hard not to pause and go and think and make a sound at the same time. So it's something I'm working on. We're all working on this kind of thing all the time, and whether we know it or not, or we're not. Oh, and that was something I wanted to talk about, was talking about the money and the symbols all over the money and the occult symbols, and they say it has Mason symbols all over it. All these symbols that we're working with all the time, all of them we're working with them, and we might not really know what we're doing. So can you just imagine all these different things, and you think you know what you're doing there with the symbols, but okay, I got it. Okay, there's a truck rental here. It was they were delivering a bed, it looks like, so it wasn't somebody moving into the neighborhood. I figured that one out pretty quick. You probably already figured it out. Anyhow, that's fine. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Figure some things out. But I don't really want to give up yet. This kind of reminds me of the it was Pete Townsend, and he's kind of crooked, I think, in the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Sean Penn vehicle. lot of stars in that one. Like a lot of people that became well-known stars after that. And one of a lot of people's favorites. Good movie. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It's enlightening about teenage life, I guess. And Spicoli ordering pizza in the classroom. Funny stuff. Really upsetting that Ray Walston, who played the My Favorite Martian, if you recall, I do, and you don't see much of that lately, or I haven't. But he was the teacher, and he gave out all the pizza to all the other students. Hamilton, come on up here, get a piece, get a good one. Funny stuff. And Spicoli is like sitting there and like, really, like, I was hungry, I wanted to eat that. So it's kind of a play on the pitfalls of school. I really wanted to homeschool our children, but we didn't do that, and for various reasons. And I really don't know how well I would even do with trying to teach people the things that they need to be taught. That in some cases you're not sure if any of it's really true, whether it's true or not. I don't know, but I guess we'll get through it, and it'll be all right. What's up? And there it goes off. It goes off about, whatever, 10 minutes or so. 37 probably enough, right? Should I just quit? Should I just let it go? Should I give it up? Give it up. I always find it interesting, like, how do they choose, like, which of the 3 pictures they give you a choice when you put it up on there on YouTube. And I think, well, I could certainly go back and get my own still from the video, but I don't usually do that. I just pick one of the 3. I wonder if how that works. I'd be curious to find out. I'd be curious. That's a funny way of saying it, and people say that a lot, and it's kind of like a colloquialism. Colloquialism. Oh yeah. But I'm just having too much fun. Don't really want to get off here. Don't want to really get off the video. I can show you some more stuff. Anything over here? Oh boy. What else? What else we got here? Oh yeah, that could be cool. Oh, no, you wouldn't even see that. You can't even see that. Teetering. Here's the a dictionary of symbols. This looks frightening. Look at that. This is probably an invaluable tool if you want to find out about this kind of thing. I have not really looked through this book too much, but probably get into it. Give you a little taste of what's in here. Maybe, if I can find something of interest. Pictures. Green Acres is the place to be. Living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. No, New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. The store. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, what's this? Look at that. What do we have going on here? I got a kind of a lower quality video, so you probably can't read all this stuff, but I just starting to run out of space on my computer. I need a hard drive, I guess, to store some of these. I'm afraid that they're going to knock me off of YouTube if I start getting into more controversial stuff. I'll lose all my videos if I just leave them up there. I don't really get into the clouds. What does this say? I don't even know. Let's see if I can see what that says. It says, Athenor the Alchemist's Oven, after an old engraving. So, trying to make gold, I guess. Alchemy. That's weird. Really strange stuff. Here's something I'll read. Just why not? Mother. Mother symbols are characterized by an interesting ambivalence. The mother sometimes appears as the image of nature, and vice versa. But the terrible mother is a figure signifying death. 31. Is that picture 31, maybe? No. What is the 31? 31. Now it says 31 too. What does that mean? Yeah, you gotta decipher this stuff. You gotta learn all this stuff. Anyway, this book was written or published in 1962. Is the first English translation, 1962. And this particular one here looks like it's 1971. Oh, this is up to 83, so it's been produced a lot. So, I don't know. This looks like something to get into if you want to find out about this kind of thing. So, that's, like I said, invaluable tool. Ooh, here's a cool one. Here's a cool book here. John Cage, X Writing, 79 to 82. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm gorgeous. But if you get into that, check it out. I'm not gonna read any of those. Well, maybe I'll read one. Let me see if I can find a short one, because these are pretty long. And it's a little confusing to explain this. So these are all James Joyce. I think they might be through writing through Finnegan's Wake type thing. I wish there was like a short passage I could just kind of read, because they all have James Joyce in the middle of like each poem. Oh, and we just got a James Joyce book at the library. Christine picked it up. Got this book here, Dubliners and a Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which I think we might have these books, but this was a nice hardback copy. It's got the library thing on it, and a nice picture of Mr. Joyce himself. And stuff that people read. I read some of this stuff, you know, so I don't read all of it, but what's this? There's an eerie sound, some vehicles out there. There's a lot of good stuff in here, I'm sure. That's a good one. And another book I picked up at the library is this. So if you want to learn about World War II slang. It's in here. Let's see if we can find something in here that's interesting. Maybe it'll relate to something you're working on. Let's see here. What is going on here? Well, it's getting kind of dark in here. It looks nice here on my face, though. So, what should we read? What should we read? Sea Daddy? An older Marine who took promising new Marines under his wing. Navy petty officers undertook the same practice. This is Sea Daddy. Sears and Roebuck, a newly commissioned second lieutenant. So I don't know what that means. Bedpan Alley, an army hospital, also repair shop. Bedpan Alley, weird. Bathtub, the sidecar on a motorcycle, also a buddy seat. This would be cool to write a story. You could use these. Maybe. Type of thing. And scrambled eggs. The gold-colored adornment on officer pecked service cap visors. Also see gold braid. Johnny. I don't know, so looks like another invaluable tool if you want to find out some history. I had this book here. I bought this book, and if my mom was still around, I could have her tell you more about this because she read it. She really enjoyed reading this. Michener and Me. So Michener's a prominent Bucks County writer. They have an art museum here, which is at the old prison. It's called the Michener Museum, and they have some great art over there. Some a lot more regional, but they also have some world-class art there often. And know some people personally that have work in that museum. Alan Goldstein and Bruce Katz, he was the director there for a while. And yeah, some good people, I guess. I don't know them super well, but yeah. But Michener. Should I read a little bit from this? I don't know. This is by Herman Silverman, which I'm not familiar with, so if you know anything about him, let me know. Let's just take kind of a random sentence or something. Bucks County was home then to many of New York's literary and theatrical bright lights, writers, musicians, composers, and artists. Oscar Hammerstein II, Pearl S. Buck, Bud Schulberg, George S. Kaufman, Moss Hart, and Paul Whiteman were all drawn by Bucks County's bucolic beauty, its reputation as an artist's haven, the easy drive from New York City, and the relatively low cost of a comfortable lifestyle. Beautiful old rambling homes set on big farms were reasonably priced. Not today, not really, not all. I understand that Oscar Hammerstein bought his spacious place in Doylestown Township for less than $50,000, and Moss Hart paid about $60,000 for his 50 acres in Solebury. Wow. I don't know when that was, but that still sounds like quite a bit of money. I could have got a property around here small property, not something like that, for about 10 grand when I was a kid, and I'm like kicking myself all the time. Kicking. I could have had a property here. But I don't know. It's like you don't really own the property anyway, so, if you don't pay your taxes, they'll take it away, so you really don't own it. You have to pay for it. You gotta keep it up. You gotta do a lot of stuff. So don't be embarrassed if you're a renter. I've rented, and I've also owned. I owned a property up in the Upper Black Eddy that I lost because I couldn't handle the truth, if you will. But enough about me. What about you? Enough about me. What about you? I'll be alright. Or I won't. Yep. Alright, I think I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna do something. Do some fun. Have a day. It's Friday. Looks like it might be not clearing up out there yet. It was a super clear day yesterday for a while. And then they were out there spraying. I know, they're not spraying, it's just water. I don't know. I think you're wrong. I think you're really, really, really wrong. They were definitely out there. You could see it. Chemtrails, which you're not supposed to call them chemtrails. They're supposed to be contrails. They're not contrails. They're not condensation trails. I don't think so. I don't think so, people. I mean, there's a lot of people that know it is a thing. And now today we have super cloudy day. But all that stuff supposedly blew away, so I guess this is just natural gray skies. I don't know. It's hard to tell anymore. Sometimes you get into this kind of stuff and you think to yourself, have we ever had actual natural clouds? Maybe they've been putting this together all along. Gosh, I hope not. Gosh, who knows? I mean, who knows, really, for sure, for certain. There's a lot of information out there, and I certainly don't have it all, and I don't think anyone could have it all. I think that's preposterous to think that anyone could know everything. So keep up the good work, and love your neighbors and family. Love your friends. Love your enemies. Your enemies could become your friends. Your friends could become your enemies. Your friends could stay your friends. Your enemies could stay your enemies. Your enemies and your friends could all become your friends. Your enemies and your friends could become your enemies, or it could be somewhere in between on all of that. These are the kind of things I say. These are the kind of things I think. I say the things that I think, and I think the things that I say. And I don't... this is a funny thing I like to do. If somebody was here, I'd look at somebody when I'm walking down the street, and I go, hi. I'd say, hi. And if they ignore me or turn away or whatever, I go, and then I go like this. It's just a thing I do. It's a funny little thing I do. Oh, hi. No. You're not. No. Nope, not you. But, how else you going to meet people? You get out there in the world, you want to meet some people, talk to some people. I don't have a lot of friends, really. I have some friends. There's no doubt about that. I don't have a plethora of friends. Though, there's a lot of people out there that I don't talk to too much right now that would remember me, and I could probably talk to them again. And I think they would be my friends. So, probably have a lot of friends, really. Oh, I think that if I just ended up in a crazy place and didn't know where to go, I could probably find some friends to stay with or whatever, maybe, if I was out there. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. Why are you saying this kind of stuff? It's because I think it. I think things, so I say them. That's all. It's not... Please don't get upset. It's just thinking. It's just the stuff that comes out. How long are we at now? 54 minutes. I think we should stop at 54 minutes. Then I can relax, and know that my work for the day is, at least that part of my work is done. The working on the speaking and the talking and the practicing of the video making is finished for the day. Then I will know that, and that will be pretty cool. It kind of looks like I'm looking at myself, so I think this is working. Let's put that thing over there like that, and then it happens. This is kind of like what I end up like if I'm out there in the world and I find somebody to talk to. Find somebody to talk to, and I'll just talk and talk and talk until they have to leave. Usually they have to leave. I'm not super busy most of the time, at least not in the last few years. I was over at the Weiss. It's like, it's just stuck here, but I mean, you're watching this, you're not watching it. I don't know how many views, whatever. But I was over at the Weiss, local Weiss market, and the guys were on break, and I was talking to them, and we had a nice little chat. And when it ended up, they had to leave. They had to get back in there, back to the work. I was thinking about maybe getting a job there. I guess they said I could get a job there, maybe. I said, yeah, come on. Come work. About $9 an hour. I'll be a beginner. Pretty much anywhere I go, I'll probably be a beginner, if you will. I don't know how to tell people that I could do any job you want here, pretty much. I'm sure. Just show me what needs to be done, and whatever. I could do the $25 an hour job, probably, but yeah, I don't know how to convince people of that. So probably be at the bottom. I start at the bottom and work my way up, and be a stock person or something, I guess. I could do that. Sure, why not? I've done all that kind of stuff. Probably won't do it. Maybe I will. I could do anything, pretty much, in this world. I mean, is any of this work that hard, really? I know you're going to all get upset about what I'm saying. Say, hey, the work I do is really personal. I mean, really, you got to know a lot of stuff. You got to have some experience. You got to have some serious experience. You got to, you got to know what you're doing. Maybe so. Maybe I'm lost, because I wouldn't be able to do anything, maybe. I remember when I was a kid, some people were criticizing one particular person. I won't mention who it is, because there's some kind of something going on, some kind of riff in our relationship. He was a really good friend when I was younger, but he thought I couldn't do dishwashing. Yep. He didn't think I could handle it, and maybe that's true. I've done a little bit of dishwashing at Pizza Hut, and I had quit because I was, I think I talked about this before, so I'll talk about it again. I was getting about $4 an hour, and I was supposed to be a delivery man, but they were paying me $4 an hour, so I had to wash dishes. They didn't have any deliveries, really, for the 3 days that I worked there, so I had to leave because I gave them 3 days. Maybe you should give people longer, I don't know, but it wasn't working for me. I wasn't making enough that I thought I was worth. Certainly worth. So I left. Another job I had for 3 days was ice cream man. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when you're passing by. But this was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I worked the first day. I worked and I made pretty good money, I think, with I don't remember exactly how it worked, but you got a percentage of the sales, I think, and maybe some tips. I'm not sure, but I know the first day I made about, I don't know, it wasn't like amazing. I would predict about $65 maybe for the first day, and it was about 6 to 8 hours, I guess. And this was in 1999, I think, so it was okay. It was okay. It was fair, I guess, for the day's work in that area and so forth, so $65 for the first day. Second day, I think I made quite a bit less for whatever reason, and I don't really know how it worked. And all they send you out on these different routes, and some of the routes are not as good as others. And I think that the first route they sent me on was an okay route. Second one, they thought, well, this guy could handle that route, so I'll send him on this lesser route. So I made less money that day, probably $25. So I was like, okay, that's not too good. But anyway, I went out for the third day. Third day, I went out and they sent me on this route. I made zero. I made no money. Nobody wanted ice cream that day. I don't remember exactly why or what was going on. So, assuming my figures are correct, I probably wrote it down somewhere as to what the actual figures were, but I'm thinking it was about that. So let's do a little computation there. 65 plus 25 is about, what's that, $90 for 3 days. Divide that by the 3, I would be getting $30 a day for the 3 days. If you average it up, that's what it comes out to, $30 a day. And that's like, it was good. I think it was at least 6, if not 8 hours. Probably 6, I guess. I don't know. But still, $30. It didn't seem like it was going to cut it for me. Right, I start to think about it. I'm thinking, well, $30. So for $30, yeah, it's just not enough, right? So I left that. Got another job later. Had a lot of jobs. And I stopped having jobs because I just really had a hard time with the whole thing. It just seems stacked way against the average guy. I know you're all gonna say, oh, well, I mean, that's how it's gotta be, man. You gotta have people with lower plots. You gotta have the higher people that get. Hey, how about no? How about maybe how about a little different? How about no? How about they give up a little more so that we can have more? It's not gonna happen. You're a slave. I was having an argument about this a few years ago before any of this stuff started. Well, I mean, people have been talking about this, but you're essentially a slave. I'm still essentially a slave. I mean, I'm doing this work for free right now. Doing this work for free. They're using it all up. I'm making playlists. Check out my site. Check out my YouTube channel. I got all kinds of interesting playlists on there. People are using the playlists. So I'm doing all this work, and I am getting paid zero money, zilch, nothing, absolutely no income from this for 9 years I've been on here. And I mean, I wasn't doing a lot for the first 5 or 6 years, 7 years, whatever, but lately, last couple of years, I've been doing a lot of putting on the lists, and people go there and they listen to them. And I had one there I was doing for a while for that guy from Buffalo 66. What was his name? He did Buffalo 66. Anyway, I put up a list of tracks from his album, and I don't know if it was really him or what was going on, but he sent me a message, cease and desist type thing, like you ought to take this down. I'm like, I didn't even put the tracks up there. They're already up on YouTube. I found them, and then I made a list because I wanted to hear this album. And then people started listening to it. I must have got like over 10,000 people were looking at that list. And he gets on there and he's like, we had this little argument, and I didn't screenshot any of this, and it's all gone now. But we were going back and forth, and I was trying to tell him I'm a fan. I just wanted to hear your music. I didn't even put them up there. They were already there. Somebody else, you gotta talk to those other people, but whatever, I took it down. Whether it was really him or not, for a little bit there I thought it was like a friend that was being funny or something, but they never said, hey, ha ha ha, but like, I just took it down. Maybe I'll put it back up, probably won't, because whatever, I mean, he doesn't want his music up there, and how am I to know, what's what? So, what's that guy's name? What is his name? You know what it is. You know what it is. I like him. He's a good actor. He's a bit of a right-wing person, I hear, but in reality, and he maybe I don't know. I'm sure he's a fine guy. He's a good actor. Really good actor. I don't know if he's been in anything much recently. Obviously, I can't even recall his name. So you'll know. He has some good movies out there, like that one and Brown Bunny. It's got some pornography in it, but it's a good movie. It's kind of slowish, but it's compelling, really compelling. He's a good movie maker, but he doesn't care what you think, so don't get involved. As far as if this guy really was him, who knows? It might even felt like it was probably maybe him. I wouldn't know. Wow, this is really long. I think I'm going to quit now, though, after that. So thanks a lot, and take care, and have a wonderful day, and have a wonderful life, and enjoy. Get the work done. I think I already signed off once, didn't I? But have fun with your family. Love everyone. Love everyone you can. And don't take my word for it. Research it yourself. Don't take my advice for sure. Just do some searching. Boy, I didn't really drink much. I only drank about half of this coffee. It's cold. Cold coffee is not the worst thing. I'm gonna go heat it up in the microwave. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna get out there, look out the window here. There's a car, just like Christine's, but slightly different. There's a white truck, red car. See some crows out there flying around. What's out there? You want to know, don't you? I know you're all like, why don't you just get off already? Why are you still on there? Like, I can't handle this. I want to get to the end. I want to, make it, but you just keep going. I don't understand. This is, hilarious. Well, I don't know. Shave it up. No, I was like, you're scruffy. I should shave. Shave it up. Should I let it grow? Should I let it save? Let me know in the comments. Give me a buzz. Give me a ring. Call me up. Phone me. Give me some messages. Tell me what you're thinking. Please try not to textually abuse me. Textually abuse me. I really, it's not fun. I don't really need it. I won't do that to you, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna probably try to tell you I love you, and after you do, I don't understand the point. It's Crow. I don't understand the point of it. So, and if you decide that you have to, for whatever reason, you're feeling real sorry for yourself or whatever, and you have to bash me, then try and let me know why. Why do you got to do this? Why? Why is that got to be a thing? I don't really need it. Who needs that? Look at say Eric Dubay, big flat Earth guy. Eric Dubay, check it out. I like Eric Dubay. He's got a lot of good information. But apparently the guy gets serious death threats. I mean, seriously? Not necessary. That's what I wanted. That's one of the things I really wanted to do. I want to call out everybody who knows the truth. I want to call out there to them right now and say, come on, let's just get on with it already. Let's just get on with the real world, and let's just stop all this fake messing around. Let's just come on, stand up, everybody. Let's just get it going so we can get on with the truth, reality. That's what we need, truth, reality. So I could go longer, like Owen Benjamin does them 2 hours, 4 hours. I mean, but I don't have a lot of super specific stuff. I like alliteration when I can. There's a nice car, little blue car. Saw my brother yesterday over at Weiss when I was over there, and I started walking a beeline because I really wanted to say hi to him. Probably should go say hi to him, but it's hard. But and then I got within about 10 feet or so, and it wasn't him. But I saw him because I was sure it was him. I didn't know why he was in that weird car, but it wasn't him, so I didn't see him. I guess I'll see him one day. My other brother out in who used to live in California is now out where he is. I don't think he really wants people to talk about where he is and talk about his stuff, but they had some serious flooding out there, and he was trapped on his property apparently. I haven't really talked to him. I don't really get along with my brothers all that well. I find them very difficult, and they find me very strange, I think. Very odd and strange. So maybe we will reconcile, probably call my other brother and his wife one of these days, talk about what happened. And my other brother died when he was young. I was 3. When he died, he was 15, I think. And so I had 3 brothers. So we have 4. My mother had 4 boys. 4 boys. My other 3 brothers were all 15 years older than me, and they grew up together, and then I came along as a surprise. And that happened. So yep. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yep. We're sending up rockets. We're sending up rockets up. Maybe I'll actually work on some impressions. You see, who else could I do? Who could I do? Well, Ma. No, I don't know. Alright, I think I'm going to head out. This is definitely my longest video now, for sure. I've gone over that mark. So if you're still compelled to continue to watch, I'm still here. I'll be here for a while. For about 5 more months at least, I think. So if I do this for 5 months, I guess I'll have cultivated an audience, or not. Can you hear that phone ringing? I'm gonna make some stuff up. I'm really out now. Bye. Thanks a lot.